Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the corruption within the LA Homeless Authority. There is a specific department within the government of Los Angeles that handles all of the homeless services. And so we're going to talk about the corruption in there. And then we're also going to be talking about what Missoula is doing as far as holding not for profits accountable while they try and fix funding woes. Samantha, lay down now. As soon as I go live, you do this every time. Knock it off. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that, but give me a couple of minutes to kind of get this thing started. I was going to do spaghetti. I even cut me up some peppers, but when I opened up the spaghetti sauce, it was molded. So, I'm having to go. I'm just going to do rice and gravy tonight. So, give me just a second to get my ingredients right and everything else like that. But just to let you guys know, if you are a business and you'd like to sponsor the homeless news, you can reach out to me, friartuck at hobotuck.com. That's my website. And if you're an individual, there are a couple of ways you can sponsor the homeless news because it all kind of goes together at the same thing. What's up, Bucknut? Is that well, yeah. What did I do with my? Hold on. What did I do with my lighter? I just had it. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay, let me get this going so that I can get. Are you kidding me? If your flint ever gets wet, just sit there and rub it on your leg until it starts sparking. Just in case any of you guys ever wanted to know how to do that, because I keep getting my flint wet a lot, and I've had to learn how to deal with that. Okay, but there's other ways if you're an individual and you want to help the channel, all that stuff that Bucknut put there. Now, those of you that I've been talking about wanting to do contracting in everyday contracting in everyday life. I've been telling you that I wanted to do something like that as far as a course or a lecture or just videos on that. And so I started the first video. It was released this morning. It was released this morning, way early. Just I let it go to the members on Patreon for a quick minute, and then I posted it because I wanted to bring attention to it to those who were curious about it. I think that's more than enough rice I'll be able to share with Sam. Okay, so well, it looks like I don't know. We'll figure out what to do with all this stuff. Anyways, well, that stuff comes to a boil. Let's talk about what's happening in LA, because there's something really big in LA that I really want to address. I tried addressing it last night, but I was way too exhausted, and my brain was not working. So we have the protests, we have the fires, and now we and with the corruption. Just to kind of touch on the corruption, what had happened is that her husband worked for a nonprofit that does housing for youth and homeless people, and over the course of her term, she ends up signing contracts worth over $2 million that went to the company that her husband works for. Well. The conflict of interest there is that she did let everybody know that was there beforehand. There was some stuff set up. She's saying that it was just put on her desk accidentally, just as part of normal process. She was signing, and it's like we're hearing about all this government bureaucracy, but this is what's happening. If you guys heard Elon Musk yesterday talking about what was going on with the way the Treasury was paying things out and the way that we're paying things out, there was no accountability, no nothing, nothing was ever brought to account. Nobody questioned anything. It was just like everything gets paid. Everybody gets to pay. Ooh, this is nice and thick. I like this. everything is nice and it just it's. I need to turn this down. Ooh. Oh crap! I turned it off. Ah. Oops, wrong one. Oops. Okay, there we go. All right. So, I mean, she's saying that she has plausible deniability. She was signing, but with everything that we're hearing, this sounds par for the course the way the government runs. So this girl could probably not be necessarily. I don't think that she is somebody that has to worry about going to jail. But there is some corruption there, and that's part of what got started. Now, let's talk about Missoula real quick. So Missoula, they're having funding problems. A lot of these cities, they're starting to have funding problems for the homeless. Okay, LA was just the first one because they have the largest homeless. Thick and creamy. Yes, I do, Jeremy. The LA is just because that's where the largest homeless population in the country is. I think it's even bigger than the homeless population in New York. But New York treats its homeless much different than LA. New York actually has some compassion, some humanity. They do put people in there. You have right to shelter, and you also. But the thing is, in LA, the cops are so militant towards you that they're always coming after you in some form or fashion. I mean, yeah. I got to experience it firsthand when I was in Hollyweird. So, it is what it is, but I don't know. Let's put this over here. Let's put that there. No, Sam, that's not yours. Okay. So, we're going to see how long it takes for the rice to come to a boil. I was expecting to cook noodles, not rice. But in Missoula, they're having funding problems. And with funding problems, what's coming is now homeless services are going to be the first one cut, and this is something that is it's going to be causing problems within the homeless community over the next probably 3 to 4 years, maybe longer. It just depends upon how the economy turns out, what happens with this whole jumbling up of everything. And this brings me to another subtopic that I'm going to talk about later if you guys are into it. But anyways, what they're doing is they're starting to look at the programs that are working and that are giving results, and the programs that aren't working and aren't giving results. And so therefore they're going to cut the programs that aren't giving them results, and they're keeping the program that is giving them the results. And so this is, at least from a city standpoint, this is important, to kind of change the tide, because all of these cities are looking at what other cities are doing. Just as soon as the Grants Pass case went through, what was the first thing to happen? All the cities that wanted to do that were looking at what Grants Pass was doing and hoping that Grants Pass would win. Pensacola, Florida is one of them. And they were waiting for it so that they could start criminalizing homelessness. Now other cities are looking at, like, okay, if we want to be able to solve our homeless problem, how do we do it? And how do we do it where it's cost effective, because we're spending so much money? Their shelter only has 75% occupancy in Missoula. Although they have over 600 homeless there, they have they have like 200 beds, and only like 150 of them are filled at night, which, depending upon the weather. And then a lot of them get up and leave in the middle of the night because they can't take the... That's the real that's the real story there. And so, Sam, stop. You will get yours when it's time. Knock it off. Knock it off. Lay down. Now. Lay down. Knock it off. Okay, so there's a dozen places way better than LA. If too many are in one area, it always causes problems. Yes, it does cause problems, but you got to look at why people are going there. That's the second largest city in the country. Okay, Being the second largest city in the country, that's where the most commerce can be done. But when you go there as a homeless person, you're like, okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull myself up. I mean, you got Hollywood there. You got Disney there. You got all these different places that are there. Um, and and so therefore you would think that you have opportunity, but the thing is they take away any legitimate opportunity. Samantha, knock it off. They take away any legitimate opportunity, and they and they force you into criminal or illegal activity if you want to support, because what happens is they give you a hotel room for 14 days. They give you $200 a month in cash for 6 months. It's a once in a lifetime benefit. Then after that you get nothing, and the services that are out there, even within Skid Row, that's, it's rough. Okay, that's why I went from downtown, because I used to sleep right across the street from Union Station, the train depot they have there. It was in a lot of movies, and I made it up to Hollywood right off of Sunset Boulevard, and I hung out there because it was a lot safer there than inside the city. Because when you stayed inside the city, it was like nothing but tents. And nobody ever stole my stuff, because every morning I wake up and I'd have to run to the bathroom. I couldn't pack up or anything else like that. I'd come back, my stuff would always be there. Nobody seemed to mess with my stuff there, but it just, yeah, you're right about the congestion and the crowding. They took your tow rails. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Seattle homeless situation is in dire straits. Every city is in dire straits. Kidney infection. What's up, Craig? Nice to see you. Uh, all right. So let's see. I saw hi to Rails. Invisible Man. What's up? Lizard Hunter. Nice to see you. All right. We've got name deleted. What's going on, buddy? So that is the homeless news for tonight. Now, I forgot what my topic is. Oh, okay. If you know anything, people don't think that the United States has been through bankruptcy. And tell me if you guys like this topic. If you think I should change the topic, tell me in chat. I'll be reading. Okay. I feel better on your toe rails. Yes. Okay. So the United States has been through, I think, 7 bankruptcies in its history. One of the most recent ones, if I remember correctly, was in 1935 when they passed House Joint Resolution 192. That was kind of like the epitome of what we had to deal with, the bankruptcy negotiation post 1929 crash. You're giving a country bankruptcy status, and it takes a lot of years to be able to get to that. I'm wondering if what Donald Trump and Elon Musk and the whole group that he's brought in, yeah, he's brought in a bunch of door kickers. But is the United States in bankruptcy or on the verge of bankruptcy? And is Donald Trump managing the bankruptcy? And if he does manage the bankruptcy, will it put us in a proper direction, or will we have 20 or 30 lost years like what Japan is having? Because we're most likely going to go look like what Japan's going through, where they've had hyperinflation for since the 90s. In the 80s they were supposed to take over America like China, and then all of a sudden here comes their currency collapsed. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that I might be onto something? Do you think that we're there? I mean, look at our national debt. Okay. Let's see how the rice is doing. Ooh. It's got a few more minutes. All right. So yeah, too bad. I was really looking forward to spaghetti tonight. But what I'm hoping that my food stamp card comes in either tomorrow or the next day, so that I can what's the word? So that I can buy some stuff because I want to make some spaghetti and I want to do a live stream doing it. So I'll probably take several hours up there, and I'll start my live stream early and it'll probably run for a couple hours. But if any of you guys, and honestly, I'd like to do this for my birthday. By the way, guys, my birthday's next week. I think it's next Thursday. It's the 20th, so my birthday's next week. If anybody's interested. So for a birthday meal, that would be something that would be really awesome to have. Or I mean, I could make it before my birthday and just well, I can't keep it. Well, I might be able to keep like a little bit of it, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make a small batch. But I think I could make it and then have it a couple days later with some bratwurst, and then I can, because there's the reason why I make my red sauce is because it's so versatile. But normally when I go get the real ingredients that I need, because I use shallots, I use the bottle of wine I use is $10. It's a Pinot, and I also make sure to get the rainbow of the peppers. You know, I have cayenne pepper flakes that I put in it, stuff like that, and I make it really hearty. And it, you know, because I was taught how to do it by a 5-star sous chef, so I'm using the recipe that he showed me, and I've just kind of modified it to my taste buds. But I've always got rave reviews, and uh, 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 shit. Sorry, my brain's kind of starting to go kaput right now. Um, uh, Clyde, when you guys get down here, um, let's. I want to try and see if I can make some for you, and then that way you could tell everybody how awesome it really is. Because I'm tooting my own horn. Most people are just gonna be like, yeah, it ain't that great. You know, if you make it, add water, can it's shelf stable for years. I may have to do that because I really like usually like when I spend what I want to spend because I go get quality ingredients. I go get I'm going to Whole Foods to get my ingredients because I thought that that was one of the best places to go. But um, it just for me I like to. It's cost me the last time I made it the way I wanted to. It cost me about anywhere between $70 and $100 to make. It's not cheap, but it is so good. And the thing is, I make a big enough batch to where for two people, if you were able to put it in a freezer and then when you pull it out, just add some white sugar to base it out. And all of a sudden the flavor, because the thing is the red sauce tastes great fresh, but it tastes even better once it's been frozen and then you thaw it out and cook it up like another day. That's when your red sauce tastes the best. And that's what I like to do. Garlic toast my with mozzarella cheese. I like to toast my bun and then put a bratwurst on it, put some red sauce on it, put some mozzarella cheese over it. I have two of those, and oh my god, that is heaven. Okay, like out of all the meals I make, I only make three that I really like, and it's my red sauce. It's my it's my bratwurst, and then my butter schnitzel with German potatoes. Oh, those are my three best dishes. If you ever want me to cook you a good meal, have me cook you those. Those will knock your socks off. I've gotten lucky a few times because of that. That's part of the reason why I like cooking. So, um, because when you can cook really really damn good, people like it. It's and so it's become a passion. And even though I'm single and I'm living, it's just me and Sam cooking for two people because I gotta feed Sam. Almost done. I gotta feed Sam what it is that I'm. Oh, hold on. That's why. I'm feeding Sam what I'm eating. So in a way, I'm cooking for two people, but she doesn't taste anything. She can't sit there and tell me, "Oh, this is a great meal." So, I use the cheapest canned sauce. Have 40 different spices to doctor anything up. Dirt cheap. Well, yes, Craig. That's if you just want to make some basic. But like, this is some. That's one and two. I like the I like using it as part of my add-ins to my meals. So it's important to me that I do that I create it my way, versus just doing it cheaply. Like that's why I don't make it very often, because unless I'm gonna do it the right way, do it. Do you hand roll meatballs with Parmesan? No, but I probably could. But the thing is what I want to do is I want to get sausage. I want to get sausage and use that for my meatballs um, instead of instead of beef. You know, so that'll be one thing. But yeah, I might see if I can do that. I might look up and see if I can find a recipe. If I can find a recipe that I like, I might do that. But yeah, I'll do all that. I'll do all that. Like as a live stream one day when I have all the ingredients that I need to. Whenever I make any of my specialty dishes, I'll definitely do that because, oh yeah, my old man even loves my recipe. So too cold, got to keep socks on. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm wearing a hat. I mean, inside, but it finally started warming up in here. It's been like the high today was like 40 or 41 degrees. It was supposed to be like close to 50 or in the low 50s, but it's supposed to be between the mid 40s and low 50s for the next few days. Now, the mornings, there's going to be a couple of 20-degree mornings, but for the most part, it's going to stay above freezing. The thing that I got to worry about most is the wind here. Stream this sauce on Patreon seems like a good video to draw traffic there, then release it on YouTube later. You know what? I might do that for you, Bucknut. Cheap mac and cheese box, cook a powdered chicken stock, commodity cheese, and a dash of Tabasco. You know what? You're gonna have to make a cookbook, Craig. You're gonna have to make a cookbook, and when you do when you do a cookbook, you call it the. I'll let you market it here on this channel. We'll even do an interview or whatever and get that. But you keep giving me recipes, and I wish I could write them down, but I don't have anything to do that with. But hold on, this should be done now. Give it another minute. Okay, but yeah. So. Is the difference between Totino's brand $2 pizza and homemade scratch meatloaf? Oh, my mom used to make homemade pizza. And it used to come, she used to do it in one of the deep dishes. Oh, man. Yeah, she used to make Hawaiian. Oh, back then it would cost her like $25 to make it. And this is, we're talking like 89. So we're supposed to have a high of 0 on Monday. You know what, Bucknut? I'm so glad I didn't come up there. I'm barely handling this winter. So let me do this. Let me. I don't want to lose my rice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to clean it up later. Okay, now let's add our gravy. And whatever's left over, Sam can have. But she can have ham now, because the gravy's going to be good for her. I actually just fed her, too. Oh well, my dog's going to get fat because I keep double feeding her. So when Sam's fat, you guys know why. Here you go, baby girl. Here, I'm going to turn the camera around to see her. All right. Oh, yeah, this adds just right. Oh, yeah. This is going to be some good gravy and rice. But you know what? The rice is going to be good because so the guy was supposed to show up today and he never showed up. He was supposed to bring me the battery, which was the other half of the payment that he owed me, and he didn't do that. He was talking about bringing me an electric bike, but that didn't happen. So today I spent $50 and bought me a bike from the girl down the street. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of rice just to keep my legs going every time I go into town. Rice and gravy will be good for me. Except for, look at how much I made. No, I didn't call you over here. Was that good? No, sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. Everybody wants to see you. Ooh, that's hot. Actually, let me do this. Stand. On your bed, sit now. Sit. Stop. Okay. So let's do this so that I can read chat. Okay, there we go. So say hi, Sam. Yeah, you'll get yours in a minute. This is too hot for you anyways. Yeah, I know. Was that good? Did you enjoy it? As good as what I'm eating, huh? What I'm eating is better, and you want that, huh? Dog, you're not going to want to eat for like a week after this. You know, gravy and rice is really good. You know, it's really good, especially if you need the carbs for, like, if you're doing a lot of walking or a lot of lifting or a lot of anything. It seems to be some of the best stuff you can get. Hey, is everybody still here? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry, the window was canceling out to see like how many people are here and stuff like that. Had a gas leak yesterday. The regular seals blew out of the propane tank. Had no heat for 2 hours. You know what? That must have been hell, man. I mean, if where you at, Patriot? Aren't you in Florida? Depression food example: rice with tomatoes and gravy. With tomatoes and gravy, or tomato gravy? You know, I mean, well, right now they're trying to get rid of rice. They're trying to call it worse than cow farts. Yeah, and the thing is this hits your stomach real quick too. Yeah, that's the best part of this. Are you done? You sure? Hold on. Let me get myself a bowl so you can have some. You impatient dog. Hold on, doggy. All right. Yeah, she loves her gravy made from tomatoes. How do you make gravy from tomatoes? All right. So I carved a little bit off to myself so she could eat, so she'd stop begging. Yeah, she ate some of my my breakfast this morning. So, But anyways, guys, what is this? Today's hump day. How's everybody's day at work going? You guys, is work slowing down, or is it speeding up? Are you noticing that they're hiring more, or do you notice that they're hiring less where you're at? You know, comparatively to the last couple of years. Oh, that's what us normal people call sauce. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, Craig's grandfather or dad grew up in the Depression. Craig's probably one of the oldest people in this chat right now. But I wonder if you and Hobo Thomas went together. You know, I watched this girl, Breezy Briefs Brooke. I may end up doing a collaboration with her. We're talking about it right now. And I'm watching her. She goes live like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times a day. Um, if I did something like that, would you guys get tired of me? I don't know if I could talk that long. Think people get job, then get fired, then again. Huh. Well, nobody really wants to go to work, and, it's kind of hard. It's not that nobody wants to go to work, it's just if you're not going to get enough to live on and you're going to scrape by, and yet you're giving all these years of your life, why would you do that? Pinball Prepper actually was talking about this, I think it was yesterday. It's great that now he's in retirement. He can sit back and reflect and go, wow, I was an idiot. But, it doesn't change the fact that everybody's going to do that. They're going to wait till they get to a certain point and then go, wow, I was an idiot, instead of listening to the people that are trying to tell them something. Is that good? Did you clean it? Is it good clean? You did an okay job. You can keep your job one more day, doggy. This is what we call doggy dishes. All right, let's do this. Okay, sit. Samantha, what are you doing? Get your butt up here. Sit. Sit. Stop. Okay, so I gotta get a little bit out of the picture so that it doesn't blare out. Cut up tomato, mesh it in a skillet with a little bacon. Drippings, add a little water, mix with bits of cornstarch. Think red-eye gravy for Southern folk, for example. Huh. I don't know. I've never had red-eye. Samantha Marie, get your butt back up here now. Sit. Sit. All right. So everybody wants to say hi to you. See, you're so busy trying to get fed. Yeah, you just got a double meal, butthead. Yeah, stop it. Okay, there's Sam the spaz dog. Yeah, you getting spazzy. But anyways, work hard and get shit, or don't work hard and get shit. Yeah, I can't say I blame them anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, people are society's falling apart. The social fabric was destroyed, and I think the source of it goes, sit your butt down now and knock it off. I think the source goes to Global 2000, because this is something that started in the 1930s, where they decided that that we had too much population, and so what they did is pass Global 2000. Even though it wasn't passed until 1976 by Congress, it was still being used because they were implementing policies and things like that. That's where Nixon came up with the contraceptions and the sex ed and all that stuff, is because that was part of the whole Green New Deal crap they were doing back then. They started talking about global cooling. Now they're talking about global warming, and the thing is, they use public policy to destroy the social framework of our society, which is the family. Without the family, you have you need the family before you need anything else, because without that whole family connection, functional family that works well, you're basically setting your child up for future failure, whether it be homelessness, whether it be future heartaches, or whatever it may be. These, Samantha, down. These, it's destroyed. By destroying the family, you essentially created what it is that we see here. So instead of blaming all these millennials and all these other people that are complaining about society, or all the people that hate America and all this other stuff, you got to realize this is what happens when you destroy the family nucleus. What's up, Matt? Nice to see you. What's up? Nice to see you too, Humble Pie. I see that Nevada County has just recently made living just made living year round in a tiny home on wheels legal. Oh, that's neat. Nevada County. What? I guess where's that at? And it's Nevada County, and is it going to actually make a difference, or are they attracting things that they're not sure that they want? In ancient Rome, good times a day's wage bought 8 loaves of bread. Bad times a day wage barely bought a loaf of bread. Can happen again. Well, yeah, we should. From what I have read from the Meyer material, he says that we're gonna be sliding back to a medieval style society. So if you are knowledgeable about how, because that's where the like, you are you guys familiar with the caste system? The caste system is born out of medieval times. It is the same thing as what they practice over in India, okay, which is, okay, if you're part of the merchant class, you're not allowed to talk to the other classes that are beneath you. And the way they believe is that you keep reincarnating in that class. And so therefore, it's there's the classes are separated instead of the colors. Okay, right now we're being divided by color, but in the future we're going to be divided even more by class. But you had more peasants than you had nobility. You had 80 to 90% of the population was in a servant status, if not higher than that, because pretty much the only person that wasn't in servant status was the king himself, because everybody else was a servant to the king at that point in time. Um, uh, what's okay? Feudalism. Yeah. What's up, bad company? So, but anyways, what are you not? Do you want? Is it you want water? Is that what you're telling me? If I give you water, will you leave me alone? If I give you water, will you leave me alone? Huh? Huh? No. No, you're just gonna keep getting in my face. As soon as I turn the camera off, you're gonna roll up and go to sleep, aren't you? Yeah, because that's what she does. She'll go, as soon as I turn the camera off, she'll roll up and go to sleep. The American spirit cannot be broken. Um, what is the American spirit there, Matt? We don't even know what the American spirit is anymore. Nevada County in California is still subject to building codes, but at least you don't have to put it on a foundation. Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're doing out here in the county. Stop it now. I'm going to put you outside. You don't force me to put you outside. Knock it off. So, kick it down now. All right. So, okay, subject to, okay, the foundation. Yeah, that's kind of like what's doing. Curtis, high-tech billionaire philosopher, wants to create what he calls Jacobitism. I don't know what that is, bad company. I'd be interested to figure out what it is, though. I would definitely be interested to. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with Zionism. I don't know. There's some things that they're just interesting, but I don't really, give them any credence unless they have enough facts and historical evidence to be able to back it up that I can verify. Samantha, lay down now. Hey, lay down now. Okay. So, okay. I forgot where I was. Oh well. It has been. It seems like I wanted to take a nap today. I was so tired by like 2 o'clock, but I couldn't because I had so much other stuff to get done. Just it's been. It seems like the as time goes along, as the weather gets more, as I get myself settled, I'm spending. I need to get myself a battery. I need to figure out how to do that. Because if I can get a battery plus the connection that's on my wish list, which you can find over on my you can find over on the community or the post tab, um, those two things, all I need is just any basic car battery. And then the hookup costs like $40, but it comes with a plug. It's 360 amps. It has USB A and C slots, so it means that I can plug in anything I need to plug in, and then I can also I can charge all of my stuff. And so if I can keep a constant charge, then I can get a lot more work done, which means that I can kind of claw myself out because I got a lot of projects that I want to get done. So, which is what I'm working on right now. But anyway, it's definitely not 360 amps. Yeah, well, the one that I thought it said 360 amps is what it would its max capacity was 360 amps, but I don't know how much a battery does. But maybe watts. Yeah. What did I say? 360 watts. Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. What's up, Cherokee? Nice to see you, buddy. So it sounds like an inverter. Yeah, it has the jumper cables. You plug it to the battery, and then it has this block where you just basically plug everything in, and that way I can keep it inside, keep it nice and going good, and all that other stuff. What's up, Platypus? I don't know if I said hi to you. Oh, okay. So yeah, but are you in a? Am I in a bind? Am I in a blind? I think you're asking if I'm in a bind. You know, here's the thing. Right now, what I make covers my property payment and it feeds my dog, with the addition of food stamps. I'm hoping that people start signing up for my course or start coming over and sponsoring me on Patreon, and that will kind of change things for me in a slow manner. Then I can start making content where because I need to repair this trailer. This trailer is probably going to have to be rebuilt from the chassis up. I'm probably going to have to wait till summer when it's nice and hot and I can sleep outside, and I'm going to have to, but before I do that, I have to make sure I have all the materials so that by the time winter comes, I can actually move back inside. Looks like you're hunting. Oh, yes. No, this is the hat that, oh, hey, bud. This is the hat that, that Alfred sent me. When it gets warmer, I'm going to use the fingerless gloves. Right now, gloves suck. So, hi. I do the best. Yes, you do. And, much appreciated. Sam, no, here's the thing. Samantha, what are you doing? You want your ball? Oh, if you guys want to send Samantha toys, see what she goes nuts over? Now she'll leave me alone. Now she's got her. Yeah, she loves baseballs. If you want to send me baseballs, send baseballs for the dog. I got a bat too, so that if there's one that's in good shape, I can and she go run and chase after it. It looks like, okay. Regulars need to be paid members. If you can afford it, yes. I mean, it's $3 a month. I mean, if you have no income or you're really tight on your income, well, then you can't afford it. But some members are just members over on Patreon, not over here. Patreon's $5, $10, and $20 a month. If you do the $10 a month one, okay, $10 or $20 a month membership, what that does is like all the different projects that I'm working on, you get to see those and have access to them. Everybody else is going and they're paying just to have access to the collection of videos that I'm selling for that specific topic. But as a paid member over on Patreon, you'll get access to all that. If you do if you do the $10, it sponsors me. If you do $20, it sponsors Sam and me. So I like that. It helps me go out and buy toys and all kinds of other stuff. But you guys get all the perks over there if you want to come over and check out Patreon. So I think that's going to be the final direction. It's just since people are coming over there and until I get to a point where I can find, good enough material to, bring over there and so on and so forth, I'm gonna start building my digital products. Because the thing is, as a YouTuber grows, you have to, if you're relying on views, you'll be poor for the rest of your life unless you're getting like 300,000 views a month. I'm getting 30 to 50,000 views a month. On my best month, I got like 86,000 views in a month. Okay. Yes, it's like the behind the scenes of my fans page. Yes. And so therefore, I'm still gonna do the behind the scenes video, but I'm gonna be posting the contracting videos over there as well. So join now. Really dirty stuff. Too hot for only. Yeah, I can't say that word, otherwise I'll lose my ad revenue. They'll they'll give me a yellow mark saying that nobody wants to advertise if I use that word, Jeremy. I've had to stop twice. In chat, it doesn't matter, but if the creator says it, then apparently it matters. So, but yeah, it's you're getting behind the scenes content. You get chat, which means you can talk with Jeremy, you can talk with me, you can talk with other members that over there. I'd really like people to start using chat. Jeremy and I seem to be the only ones over there, and you know, since Alfred left, it's kind of been dead. Alfred, we need you to come back in for the $5 a month so that you can get access to chat and keep me and Jeremy occupied. You know, you're paying us to keep us occupied, man. You know, we need your help. So, but anyways, when it's not windy, what if you were promoting a business that sold nothing but fans? We could yes, we could. Yes, we could, Buck Knight. Yes, we could. Yeah, okay. So on the mornings when the wind isn't blowing, and that means that I can go out and I can do my projects, I'm just going to turn on the live stream. And if you guys, I'm going to see how it works. If you guys want to watch and see how I'm building my project and stuff like that, you know, just for some entertainment, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. I'll try it once, twice if I like it, and we'll see what happens. But I think the next time I get to go outside and do some work, which should be either Saturday or Sunday, is when the wind is supposed to die down for like a day, and then it's gonna pick right back up to like 40 and 50 miles an hour. Like today's been pretty light. It's only been like we had some 35-mile-an-hour gusts, but the peak of the wind hit at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So it's been pretty light since. So okay, but okay, guys. I want to say thank you for being here for the homeless news and the after chat after party. If you have not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. If you are subscribed and you'd like to see this every night, you got to make sure you hit that bell notification so whenever I go live, you get a notice. I usually wait about 5 minutes before I get started so that so that YouTube can push that notice out to you guys and everything else like that. I'm hoping to get outside work done around April. Yeah, I don't know. I have to Saturday it's supposed to rain. Because it's supposed to start raining about 11 o'clock, which is supposed to be about 40 degrees. And if that happens, I'm trying to figure out to. Oh, you destroyed that baseball, didn't you? Let me see. Let me see. Look at that. You guys want to know what's inside these baseballs? Okay, continue chewing it. I'm going to have to clean it up later anyways. Night, Tech Sam and all. Alright, night, Invisible Man. But anyways, yeah, come on over to Patreon. Check out what it is that I have. Check out the shop, and everything else. I'm gonna start planting stuff this weekend. You're gonna start planting this weekend? Well, yeah, it'll probably remain dormant. Give it enough time to catch up. But are you sure? You sure it's late enough in the year to be able to do that? So I mean, you got March, April. Yeah, it might take a couple months. All right, indoor seats. Oh, okay, I see. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, and we'll go from there. Thanks for being here.